Hey guys, it's me, the Game McFly, and here, like I promised, bit late, but here now it is. Part two of my top 10 franchises for Lego Dimensions. So I guess technically it's more of a top 5, but again, it's a two-parter because I figured it would be more interesting that way. So yeah, let's start off with my number 5. This is probably a big one because pretty much half of the Lego Dimensions community wants this. Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. Because I remember watching these films when I was like younger in like 2008. And I used to love these films. And keep in mind, this is before I was introduced to Star Wars. So I was introduced to Harrison Ford and his brilliant acting with Indiana Jones instead of Han Solo and Star Wars. Now, pack type. This will be a level pack. Coming with Indy. Yeah. The Nazi truck. Yeah, the flatbed truck from Raiders of the Lost Ark. And the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah, that's Indiana Jones. As for the Adventure World, it's kind of hard to decide. I mean, you can either go with original occasions like they did with Scooby-Doo, or you can kind of do what they did with Harry Potter, and just kind of have it be like a celebration world, as I like to call it. It's like, okay, you have iconic locations throughout the films, all mashed up together in this really iconic location. You know, just really iconic kind of setting. Which, in this case, will be out in the middle of the desert. You know, so you'll have Cairo, Egypt, you know, and Shanghai. You know, like locations from at least Raiders of the Lost Ark through to Last Crusade. Now, that doesn't mean that I reference Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Just, I prefer the original 3 films than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Doesn't mean I'm loving to see Indiana Jones 5 when that film comes out. Number 4, Assassin's Creed. Now, originally, I was going to do a story pack for this game. And here's the thing, it's going to be based off the actual video game franchise, not the movie. Yeah, not the movie. The games. And originally, I was going to say a story pack for this, and each 6 levels would be like a different game. But instead, what I'm deciding to do is I'm going to be doing a level pack. Now, as for what it would be, probably like some kind of whole-strong wagon or carriage. Yeah, the vehicles are going to be kind of hard to do it because, again, the assassins, they're either riding on horseback or they're up on the rooftops. Yeah, so, and obviously one of the abilities for any of the assassins, and here's going to be my any. The games I'm going from are from the first Assassin's Creed, so Altair, through to Assassin's Creed Syndicate with the Fry twins. So that will include Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3. So Ezio and Connor are playable. 4 with Edward Kenway. Unity with Arno. And again with the Fry twins. Yeah, Jacob and Evie. So a level pack. Now the Adventure World, I'm thinking of this to be kind of like the Doctor Who Adventure World. You know, it's like a bunch of different fragments of different things. But of course, since this is the Animax we're talking about here, it's like it's glitching up, and all these different like simulations are supposed to be periods in time, are actually kind of the Mario Arcade dimension, which is like actual dimensions. Of course, instead of 80s arcade games, it's the actual like simulation, where it's just like the minute that character the minute that main assassin dies, it starts all the way back over with their birth. So of course you have Altair, Ezio, Connor, Edward, Arno, and both the Fry twins. That's 7 playable assassins. So, yeah, Assassin's Creed. Number 3. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this. But just roll with it here. Frozen. Yes, Frozen. Now when it comes to Frozen, I'm thinking of a team pack, of course, with Anna and Elsa. As for, say, Anna's vehicle, probably Sven. The reindeer. Yeah, Kristoff's reindeer. So, Batman riding a cartoonish reindeer. Yeah. That's not going to be funny at all. Or Scooby-Doo. Riding Sven on it. Around the back of Sven. And Elsa? That's kind of hard to do. Obviously, it has to be something ice-based. Obviously. And something that has to be related to, the time period. The medieval fantasy time period. So maybe like an ice carriage. But instead of like having ice horses, it's magic. So it just rolls on its own. Got the carriages from Hogwarts. So yeah, Frozen. Make up the abilities as you will. Now, PlayStation players, you're gonna love me for this, if we should have this game. Honorable mentions: Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, Aloy and Noah and the Sacred Land and the giant robotic T-Rex known as the Thunderjaw. That whole universe, I want that in Lego Dimensions. Because, one, it's lacking a lot of female characters, and Lego Dimensions is. And second of all, there's not really a whole lot of bow-based weaponry. Not a whole lot of archers in Lego Dimensions. So, we come with a lack of female characters and a lack of archers in the game. You get a blender, you throw them both in there, and then you hit the spin button. What pops out? Lego Dimensions with one of the franchise worlds you can go to is the world of Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, obviously, this would be a fun pack, because it would be the easiest one to do. A fun pack with Aloy and a Thunderjaw. But you don't know what a Thunderjaw is? That's like the big, giant, robotic T-Rex looking thing. So yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. Next honorable mention, Moana. And again, this is another fun pack because it thought it'd be easier. It'll be a Moana. Let's face it, making Maui a minifigure is going to be a lot more painfully done. I mean, I imagine Lego can do a pretty good job with Maui, but I imagine they can do a better job with Moana and just keep Maui being a big figure. But with Moana, of course, be her and her Polynesian sailboat. So yeah, those are the two mentions. And now number 2, Planet of the Apes. And here's what I mean by Planet of the Apes. I mean like from Rise of the Planet of the Apes to what will soon be War for the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, the Caesar Saga, as I like to call it. Yeah, obviously the same will be San Francisco. you'll be able to visit Caesar's like little ape colony, and you'll be able to cross the Golden Gate Bridge to the ruins of San Francisco. Now, as for the characters and the pack, I want a fun pack with this. Planet of the Apes with Caesar and like a Lego version of one of the black police horses from Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And number one, this is the franchise I want to see the most in Lego Dimensions because I grew up with this franchise. It was like one of the first films I ever got into. Night at the Museum. Yeah, with Ben Stiller. For this, I want to see a level pack. A level pack with, a level pack with Larry. Again, hopefully voiced by Ben Stiller. Because I figure no one else can do Larry Daly better than Ben Stiller. Night Museum, Larry Daly, fun pack, level pack. The two builds will be Rexy the T-Rex skeleton and Amelia Earhart's Red Plane. Yeah, Bessie, the old family bus, as she put it. Now, if you've seen Night in the Museum, what I'm thinking about is it's either going to be set in Washington, D.C., which in case you'll have, of course, Smithsonian and all those in the National Mall. But what I'm actually thinking is like a nice combination of all the museums seen, of course, from the Night Museum films, but just in general. Like you got New York, the New York Museum of Natural History. You got most of the museums from the National Mall. And, of course, you got the British Museum of Natural History from London. And plus, you think running from dinosaurs and like actual full-fledged dinosaurs in Doctor Who was funny? Dinosaur skeletons. Anyways, guys, like, favorite, and subscribe. I'll see you later. I know I'm kind of wrapping this video up a bit quickly. But here's a big question for you guys. I'm probably going to be asking this at the end of all my Lego Dimensions videos. What franchises outside of Marvel and Star Wars, excluding those two, because I just don't want to see those into the game. I just don't. But other than that, what franchise do you want to see in Lego Dimensions? And also, if you got any like tips and stuff, like any other, like either one, other than the last video or in this video, for anything like the packs I mentioned, I need help with either the character's abilities. I just need help with that. So comment down below. Again, let me know what franchise you like to see in Lego Dimensions, and just your general thoughts on Lego Dimensions as a whole. Anyways, guys, I'm the Game McFly, and I'll see you later. Bye.